Yeah, from the Witches Cafe today. And let's see what's going on with the energies. Tomorrow it's the lunar eclipse. And it is a heavy one. It's the moon in Scorpio. So that means all the lies, all the deceit will come to the surface, you know. All the things that is been hidden will come all up to the light. But not only that, endings of things that you don't want in your life anymore, endings of things that doesn't serve us anymore. So everything what is in our space and in our surroundings, we reevaluate it and say, okay, is this still what I want in my life? Is this sustainable? Is this relationship sustainable? What is coming up? And you also feel that there is almost, and then I hear the song of the Total Eclipse of the Heart of Bonnie Tyler. You know, that this is the song that tells it all with this eclipse, because it's not just this eclipse, it will go on for 6 months. The whole transition, everything we will go through will take up to 6 months. We feel that energy. And then we also have the 8-8 portal of the Lion's Gate that will also influence these energies. So it's double Dutch. So it means that that after August, real big, huge shifts will happen for the twin flames. Let's see. Observe. That's in the Divine Masculine's mind space. So Divine Masculine is just observing. Loving, I see all. Equanimity. See the truth and take steps back. So that's exactly what I was talking about, you know. It is stepping back, seeing the things what's happening, stop reacting. And sometimes I know with the solar eclipse, it was fire together with Pluto, you know, it was a lot of fire, it was a lot of energy. So it's now time to observe, you know, observe all the things within yourself, observe the things without yourself. What did you see? What did you like and what you didn't like? You know, sometimes this is the time also to evaluate yourself and look at yourself and saying, maybe this wasn't the handiest thing I could do, but it was truthful and it was it wasn't a lie. So if you're not able to show yourself fully and totally, and that means if you don't, if other people don't accept your shadow side, you know, then you can't be yourself, right? So if there is a space, and there was a space that you know, there was something going on that was out of place, step back and observe the situation for yourself. Everything what you see, what you do, you give a meaning towards it. So if you give a meaning towards the things that you see or what's happening within your own world, and you're judging yourself or you're judging someone else, you know, it's time to have a step back and observe those emotions and where are they coming from. And sometimes you're acting totally out of character. And where's that influence coming from? Well, that could be from the eclipse, solar eclipse. But now we're going into a huge one that is Scorpio. No, it's not Scorpio. It's the moon, the sun. No, the moon eclipse is conjunct Pluto and what's it? Neptune. So this is a huge, huge, huge shift what's happening. And we will feel it for 6 months. And it will be extra activated in August. So we're in for a big deal. Don't be surprised that controlling systems are falling, banks are falling, everything. This is also the time for revolution, because we had the huge revolution in France, way back, I think in the 1700s. And that cycle can return, Only now there are more people standing up, and it could be global. And what is the masculine doing? The masculine is observing this, because there's a lot of fear being spread. Like the nuclear bomb in Ukraine, it was all a hoax. Because the people there don't even know what happened. So what's in the heart space? The crystal child. The crystal child is in the heart space. So your natural core, pure innocence, and removing falsehood and be a seer. So all the false things will disappear from your life. All what no longer serves you. And you can make that decision. Divine masculine make a decision. Okay, I see your natural core, you're pure, see your purity, I see your innocence, and removing all what no longer serves him. So if it does mean that, he needs to cut out the divine feminine of his life, he has to do it. If it's about the other way around, he has to do it. It's the crystal child in his heart space that is taking his heart. So it could mean, that his purity in his heart is taking over. And I also hear he wants to protect the divine feminine against him. Oh wow. And then I say, because of his past life, of the things from the past. And I see he turned around his whole life in a better form, but he still wants the divine feminine to be pure and stay pure. And that's why he wants to be that purity, he wants to be in that purity energy. So he says, okay, I'd rather protect you from my past, because if my past will come out, I know for sure you will dump me. So that's one of the scenarios that I get channeled. So he's more, he wants to show him his purity and his good side. And that's what I said already. If you don't accept everything in a person, you know, what's the use of letting yourself know or know somebody? Because it's all you get the whole package. And he's afraid that if Divine Feminine finds out in this period of time what his past was, that she don't want to have any contact with him, because those secrets are now being revealed in the open. Okay, so how does he see the Divine Feminine? How does he see the Divine Feminine? And he is in his heart space. He wants to be pure. He wants to be light. He's removing all the shadow sides out of his life. And wants to be more in pure contact with spirit. He sees the Divine Feminine as a blessing in his life, and she is going beyond the soul path. He sees that she's honoring all life, that there is exchange of joy without karma or sacrifice. So she makes sure that she don't receive the karma, because she is doing the things that she needs to do. And what she's doing for the highest good of all. And she's doing it for Source. She is connecting with the Source. She's connecting with the energies. She makes a sacrifice, She makes a sacrifice for this soul path. And that soul path is also helping other people on their way to find their journey, to find their soul or soul parts back, by soul retrieval or other tools she can use to help people to find their path and their blessings. She has an exchange of joy, and that means without karma. And what does it mean? That she has joy and she has fun, not willingly costing somebody else harm. So if you are making fun about someone, or or laughing at someone willingly, I hear willingly, then you create a karma. It's all karmic, all karmic. But she likes to have joy, she likes to have fun. Without the cost of someone. It's like, how do you call it? If someone falls, right? Your first attempt is to laugh about it because it's so silly. But that's creating karma. You're not. It's the sarcastic fun. It's the sarcastic fun. So you ridicule someone, and they call it humor, and that's what is creating karma in your life. So and she don't want to get involved with, she doesn't want to have that exchange. She wants to have that joy and that fun without karma hanging over her head or have to sacrifice something of it. So that's another view. So what is, and because of that, she gets the blessings on her path. She gets the blessings of joy. She gets the blessings of what she sacrificed. If she says, okay, I'm removing myself from this because I don't have a feeling it's fair, then, you know, she gets blessed by it. What's in the Divine Feminine mind space? Will teaching. She has the depth of experience and she's healing. She's a teacher and a mentor, and she shares her wisdom with everybody. She's also nurturing for people that suffer. So she will reach out a hand to someone that is in need of warmth, of healing, of love. So she will give that to that person. So she is vibrating now on a higher frequency, not to gain, but to give. And everybody sees around her that she's in service, that she is nurturing and holding space for people. And that's the depth of her experience. That's the depth. She knows exactly who needs healing, who needs that helping hand, and who needs her wisdom at that moment. So, and she's sharing it. She's sharing her wisdom. So, what's in the Divine Feminine's heart space? What's in the Divine Feminine's heart space? Nurture. She's nurturing. Nurturing herself. She retreats and for self-healing. She is a ruby ray and she is birthing a new earth. So when she's birthing that new earth, she needs time for herself. She needs to retreat. She needs to take care of herself. And that's what she's doing at the moment, because I hear work hard, party hard, but after that you need the nurturing. So you need to retreat yourself, go into the woods, connect with nature. You know, taking care of you is taking care of the world. And that's what she's doing at the moment. So that's what she is doing at the moment. She's taking care of herself. She's nurturing herself, nurturing the new earth, and taking care of her energy. Well, how does the Divine Feminine sees the Divine Masculine? Wow, it's her twin flame. Earth and matter, ether and matter, ether and matter. So it's the twin flame energy. So that's how she sees the Divine Masculine. Spiritualized matter. So everything he sees or what she sees, that he is spiritualize everything what he sees, you know, and that's about seeing the signs in real life. You know, there's a new life coming up for the divine masculine. Sparkles are flying, and he is bedding himself in the light. And that's what the divine feminine sees of the divine masculine, that he is content with the light, that he works with the light, that he sees the signs of the universe, of spirit in a daily life. So he is materializing what he gets from spirit. So if it is, could be creativity, could be music, could be, you know, songs that are coming through, and that he's writing his music, that the artist is making his creativity coming to fruition. You know, it's really, you know, materialize everything what's coming through from source. So that's really beautiful. So she sees that, you know, he is deeply connected with spirit, and they're in that same frequency. Okay. What is supporting the divine masculine? What is supporting the divine masculine? What is supporting the divine masculine? Ellen of the Ways is supporting him. Attuned to nature. You know, attuned to nature. Signs to find your way. So it is that probably he finds his signs that show him the way where to go. You know, one day he needs to be at the forest, the other day he needs to be at the ocean to collect some things, or to be able to make some things coming into the material world. And he needs to follow his heart. You know, it could be that, you know, traveling is coming up. Wow, okay. It could be that he needs to travel, a longer time, further away, you know, to find his way. It's not what I hear. It's not easy to find his way in a surrounding where not everybody is on his frequency. So he needs to look, and he needs to find his tribe where he can be in tune with. So it's time for the divine masculine to follow his heart, even in the eclipse time. You know, now during this eclipse time, he wants to stay pure, he wants to stay stabilized. So then he have to find his way back to his source, where he is resonating with, and needs to cut out everything what doesn't resonate with that energy. So for instance, could be having to do with different religions. So it could mean one is Catholic and the other one is Christian, you know, or Jewish. You know, those two religions don't serve each other. So it's really time with these energies to end things and really, you know, cut it off. So that will serve him, because where a door closes, other doors opening. And As long as the divine masculine doesn't close the door, you know, the frequency he is looking for is not coming in. So he needs to find another way, you know, to cut things out, letting things go. And, you know, I almost want to say, pack your backpack, you know, close your eyes and go where Source wants you to bring you. Because if you follow that call, it will serve you, it will give you luck, will give you abundance, it gives you fulfillment in your life. So that will support, Ellen of the Ways will support the divine masculine. Okay. So how does he see the relationship, the twin flame relationship with his divine feminine? So how does he see the relationship with his divine feminine? How does he see the relationship with his divine feminine? Wow, he has a vision of unity. So he needs to focus on the light. He has a right to see. Realizing illusion and pineal gland activation. Releasing illusion. Sorry, guys. So this is, he sees the unity. He sees the unity from the light. He sees the unity with his divine feminine. And that's coming closer and closer. So it could be that divine feminine and divine masculine are on two different frequencies, but he has the vision of union. But Ellen of the Way says, you know, you need to follow your heart, you need to follow your dream, you need to focus on what you are doing in your life. And he has the vision of unity. And because he focused on the light, he focused on the light in the relationship. And he is releasing illusions. So he's releasing the illusions of his mind that is creating some illusions or visions that that the ego wanted. So, and he gets new pineal gland activations. So that's what's really, really necessary at the moment. And that's how he sees the divine feminine in the relationship with him, you know. So it could be like, whoa, that he met someone and that he directly got a vision of union with her, you know. But then Ellen of the Way says, no way, you have to follow your own way. So it's a bit of a contradiction here, but yeah, that's what he sees. And then also say, you know, you have to follow your heart, but in the heart is also the path that he needs to walk. So what I see in this reading, you know, with those two, will be a bit of problematic, bit of problems here, because one thing wants the other way, and the heart wants the other thing. So it's the heart and the mind. And don't let the mind take over, you know. Let the heart decide where to go. Let your heart decide which direction you need to move to, you know. And is that, you know, that you need to go to your divine feminine, or is it a place that source wants you to go? What is supporting the divine feminine? Breathing. Breathing the light, breathing the sun. Ground yourself. Feel all the sensations in your body. Purity, clarity, and expansion. So be ready, divine feminine, for bigger expansion, for more groundedness. You get a lot of clarity about some things in your life. And the things you feel in your body, the sensations that you feel in your body, can be connected to the divine masculine. You know, it could be that you start to create feelings, or just getting sensations or in your body that's coming from source. If you get an upgrade or a download, you know, that you are, but feel it, feel where it's coming from, feel where you're resonating with, and ground that energy, ground it deep into the earth. So you will be stable, so it will be grounded, so it will move through your body, you know, and look at it if there are any emotions connected with it. Because if there are any emotions connecting with certain feelings, that is coming up with the eclipse right now, like, well, it can be everything. Breathe through it, you know, just keep yourself, remove yourself, and breathe through it all. Give yourself that space and the clarity that you need, but you also need to ground that energy. You know, sometimes when we're in that high vibration and everything is shaking around us or shaking in your body, know that you need some grounding. You know, take some chocolate, or you know, take that the vegetables that Mother Earth is giving you. You know, so. Prepare yourself for it, that it's coming. What is coming, it's big, and we all know that something is happening. We all know it's big. You feel the push. It's like the COVID time. We all resonate with it. We feel something huge is going to happen, and believe it or not, after this eclipse, you will exactly know what is happening. So, and for everybody, it can be different, you know, it's where you're resonating. If you're stepping in the fifth dimensional realm, and you're living in the fifth dimensional realm, you won't be affected that much of what's going on in the third dimensional realm. Okay? So, keep your body, keep your mind pure. So, how does the divine feminine see the relationship with the divine masculine? And he's an indigo child. That's what she sees. She sees that she has a relationship, or in a relationship, she sees that there is a relationship, or that there is an or she sees the divine masculine as an indigo child. She feels inspired by him. There is an open heart connection. There's a dialogue, there's action be taken, there's passion, and there is community. So it means that they're probably in the same community, that there is already a dialogue starting with the indigo child or with the indigo person. And it's inspiring for the divine feminine's heart. So that's how she sees the divine masculine in the relationship. And now I get a huge celestial downloads and heats coming through. I just said breathe through it, so I will probably do that. Breathe through the heat. Yeah, and if they're in separation, that's really weird, because the divine feminine sees already the divine masculine, that it's already established, and the divine masculine just have a vision of it, that there is a unity, so that they're already in union. He already sees his divine partner. Wow, interesting. Because well, the divine feminine isn't there yet. She's still in that indigo energy, and that indigo energy can go all directions, as we know. And there is still that heart space, but she is not there where the divine masculine is. I hear action must be taken. They share the same passion, and there is communication, there is a dialogue going on. So it's that's how the divine feminine sees the relationship with the divine masculine. Oh, now I get it. Okay, she wants the divine masculine to inspire her, you know, to activate her passion, you know, to have that dialogue with her. And it's coming from the heart space and not from the mind space. So, and they need to be, or what I see is she wants to have that oneness of community with him. So that's, now I understand why there is a difference in the divine feminine, and that's in divine masculine. That's why Spirit also said, you know, follow your dream, follow your way. You need to travel, you need to do your part, you need to go. And if it's not in alignment, you have to let it go, because divine feminine already knows. If you're not a part of my community, if you're not in alignment with me, you know, I'm cutting it off. I'm cutting all cords. So otherwise there is no common passion. There's no common connection, no common interests. So where do you need to talk about? You know, there is not, no, it's not going to work. So everything needs to be in an alignment, and divine feminine knows this. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Oh no. Yeah, that's it. I get all these messages in my screen. That's not working for me. So let's see what the universe has to say about this, because it's know that with the eclipse of the moon in Scorpio, it could be that the divine masculine or the divine feminine, who are Scorpios, have not an easy time at the moment. Even if even if Uranus is in Scorpio, you will feel everything, and it will be the eclipse of the heart. You know, you don't know what you're feeling anymore. You know, your shadow side is coming up, but those shadow sides is just amazing when the light shines on those shadow side. Now is the time to transmute it. Now is the time to transform it. You know, to transform your shadow. You know, all the things, because Scorpio is very secretive. Sometimes I hear, sometimes they lie about little things that's not even worth lying about. Everything comes to light because divine feminine, divine masculines are going to see it. So if you don't want to be exposed, you know, about everything you do or what you want to hide, also here, jealousy is in order here with Scorpio. Let it go, you know, let it all go. Work on it, because now it's coming to the surface to be worked on it, because there's enough for everyone. Why would you be jealous of somebody else, you know, if you can create it on your own? So, galactic vibration. So bring yourself to the galactic vibration. Join with the light. You know, it could be that lightning is striking with this eclipse. So bring yourself to a higher vibration, connect with source, connect with that energy. Everybody who has Scorpio in his ascendant, in his rising, or in his moon, know for sure that you are having a really, really intense time, you know. So it's now the time of ending things, you know, what you can't keep up with, what is not serving you, cut it out of your life. Connect with your highest frequency, connect with your source, transmute all of it and let it go. Let things go in love and grace. And always in love and grace, in ease and grace, because it doesn't have to be the hard way. Sometimes it comes in a harsh way within yourself to say already, you know, this is not working for me. If it's not working for you, why would you keep up with it? You know, why would you stay in a relationship that gives you harm? You know, emotional or physical, you know, get out. You know, we're not in a time anymore that we are not be able to sustain ourselves. So if it doesn't feel good for your heart, and isn't it good for your heart, and you get annoyed by it, so what are you doing? You're harming yourself. So that's what it's all about. follow your path, follow your way, follow where you need to go. You know, find your tribe, find your community. And sometimes even in your community, people are not the same. People are not what they appear to be. And that will shine through. And it's just not your community. It's just the illusion of a community. Violet fire. Use the violet fire to transmute everything within yourself. Transmutation. Psychic visions. Being constant. Constant in your actions, constant in your practices, constant in everything you do. And use that violet fire to transmute it within your life. So this is for the divine feminine. This is for the divine masculine. So everything, bring it to the light and let it go. So that's what the universe has to tell you. So what is the Lover's cards? The unicorn. Telling the divine feminine. Wow. Also the divine feminine, violet flame. Transmute everything with the violet flame. That's so beautiful. So all the things that are coming up, transmuted with the violet flame, because it's a cosmic diamond violet flame. Transmute all that is not love. Everything what's coming up for the divine feminine in the lunar eclipse, because everybody has it will impact everybody. It doesn't just impact Scorpio, but it's under Scorpio season. So all lies, all the seeds, all what they want to keep hidden will come to the surface, will come to the light. And how beautiful is that? But the only thing how we can transmute this, what is coming up, is with the violet flame. It's within and without. Okay? So what is for the divine masculine? It's really beautiful. So they both need the violet flame to transmute and use it, because there's the biggest healer. Refreshing oasis for the divine masculine. Nurture yourself, gather your strength, because you need to have more rest and gather your strength for the new things that is coming around. So yeah, it's about the same as Ellen of the Ways, you know, attune to nature, find your way, follow your heart, and nurture yourself. So it's the second time the divine masculine gets this card. So take that action, you know, that you need to nurture, that you need to relax, that you need to sleep more, you know, drink less, drink a lot of water. So what is the Lover's cards telling the divine masculine? A lot of passion, with the Divine Masculine. A lot of passion with the Divine Masculine. One card. And for the Divine Feminine. These are not easy cards to pick up. For the Divine Masculine, trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So it means towards the Divine Feminine, radical acceptance. That's the best thing you can do. Radical acceptance. You know, don't go into the illusion of the mind. Don't make up the visions. Don't make up the stories. You know, that's the illusion, you know. You need to trust. And when the things are coming up, you can transmute it with the violet flame. You know, heal yourself. If there are things that are not in alignment with the Divine Feminine and with the Divine Masculine, and being in this twin flame relationship, being in separation, coming together, being in separation, coming together, has no use, you know, it has no use. So, you know, you just need to trust and accept the situation as it is. Don't make it any fancier than it is. You know, otherwise you make yourself crazy and you get in confusion, and then the whole circle is around. So emotions are natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and the cloud of your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of all resentment. Wow, for the Divine Feminine. You know, it's about radical acceptance again. And let go of the past. Let go of what happened. Let go of... and it's okay that there are emotions, because it's a natural, you know, it's a natural part of life. But they can also distort your perception, how you see things. Maybe it's just an illusion, you know, it wasn't real. You know, and that can cloud your vision, you know, it can cloud your vision. You don't see the things clearly. In order to see the things clearly, you need to let go of resentment. Because there are it's almost like there are no guilty parties. Things go the way they go. And when that acceptance is there, the radical acceptance, you can move on with your life. If you have resentments towards someone in your life, it will also distort your next relationship, because you're going to project all these animosities or resentment on your next partner, and that partner has nothing to do with it, you know. So you need to work to let go of that resentment, you know. And it can be anything, you know. It can be jealousy, it can be not feeling seen, or not feeling heard, or not feeling good enough, or, you know, all these things are attached to resentment. So let go of that resentment. It can be against a mother, father, doesn't have to be a partner. You know, resentment can already starts way earlier in your life than you think it is. So yeah, know that everybody does their best towards their intentions at that time. You know, they all have the best intentions. I don't believe that people are really malicious, but they have intentions and insecurities, and things are unconscious that they don't know about, you know, that it's not aware yet. So you can't blame parents or for bringing you up the way you want them to bring you up, right? It's just our soul that took that journey to learn the lessons that they need to learn. And yes, that's it. To learn the lesson that you need to learn, because otherwise you wouldn't be in this situation, right? Otherwise you wouldn't have the life that you have now. And you know, I was in the land yesterday, and you know, I got this message from Spirit, how wonderful life is. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a beautiful song. So I was looking at it, and it was from Elton John. And I said, thank you, Mother. Thank you, Mother. I'm grateful that I have this beautiful life, that this is a life I can live, that I can support myself, support other people, and be in service to her. And it's always her, always in support of her. And when I support her, I mean the goddess, I support myself. And that's the most beautiful thing that you can do in your life. Hello, Conchita, how are you, lovely? Yeah, and that's how I support myself. So how wonderful life is with you in this world, right? So that's for everybody who's watching. Nobody's excluded. Everybody is included in this beautiful, wonderful life. And it's what you make of your journey. It's what you make of it that gives you the passion, the love, and gratitude for everything you give and receive. And you will see it all around you. It's not an internal thing. It's internal and external. You will find it on your journey. Every little thing, what you see, is a gratitude from the goddess. In my opinion, to say thank you for what you're doing. And that's not an illusion. That's my truth. So guys, I wish you all the best. This was it for this week. And I love you all, and I see you next time. Bye bye.